Welcome friends, in this video let's look at the important mountain peaks in different regions of the world, location of these important mountain peaks. First let's look at the Mount Damavand. It's in Iran. Mount Damavand is in Iran, and it is a potentially active volcano. Okay, it is an active volcano, Mount Damavand, and it is a stratovolcano. There are different types of volcano. Among these, it is a stratovolcano, and it is the highest peak in Iran and Middle East, and as well as the second highest volcano in Asia. Okay, on the northern side of the Mount Damavand we find the Caspian Sea. Okay, Caspian Sea. So Mount Damavand is in Iran. Next, let's look at the Mount Elbert. Mount Elbert. Mount Elbert is in United States, and it is the highest mountain peak in the Rocky Mountain ranges. Okay, highest mountain peak in this is the Rocky Mountain range. It is the highest peak in the Rocky Mountain range, and it is present in the state of Colorado of the United States. Okay, and in this region we find a national park called San Isabel National Forest. So this is in United States, Rocky Mountain ranges, highest peak in the Rocky Mountain ranges. And next let's look at the Mount Mitchell. Mount Mitchell is also in United States, but it is the highest peak in the Appalachian mountain ranges of the United States. Okay, this is the Appalachian mountain range, and this is Mount Mitchell, is the highest peak in the Appalachian mountain range. And we find the Rocky Mountains in the western side of the United States and Appalachian mountain range in the eastern side. Please remember. And next, let's look at the Mount Aconcagua. Mount Aconcagua. Mount Aconcagua is in Argentina, South America. Okay, and it is present in the border region between Argentina and Chile, and this is the highest peak outside Asia after Mount Everest. Okay, and its height is about 6,960 meter, and it is located in the Andes mountain range. This is the Andes mountain range. Look at the extent of Andes mountain range. Okay, this is the Andes mountain range. It is the highest point in the southern hemisphere. Next, let's look at the Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc is in Italy. Okay, and it is the highest mountain range in the Alps mountain ranges. Mont Blanc is Italy, and it is the highest range in the Alps mountain range. Okay, this is the Alps. And next let's look at the Mount Narodnaya. Mount Narodnaya. Mount Narodnaya is in Russia. Okay, it is the highest peak. It is the highest peak in Ural mountain range. So this Ural mountain range forms the natural border between Europe and Asia. Okay, it forms the natural border between Europe and Asia. It also acts as a water divide for various rivers. Okay, and this Mount Narodnaya is the highest peak in the Ural mountain range. Okay, and it is the highest mountain peak outside the Caucasus. Next, let's look at the Puncak Jaya. Puncak Jaya, Puncak Jaya. It's in Indonesia, and it is the highest mountain peak in Indonesia. Okay, in New Guinea. And this is the Puncak Jaya, the highest peak in Indonesia. And next, the famous Mount Everest, highest peak in the world. It forms the natural border between China and Nepal. Okay, it forms the natural border between the China and Nepal, and Mount Everest is the highest mountain peak in the world with height of 8,848 meter above mean sea level. And next is Vinson Massif. Vinson Massif is the highest mountain peak in Antarctica. Okay, highest mountain peak in the Antarctica, southern hemisphere. That is Vinson Massif. Next, let's look at the Mount Elbrus. Mount Elbrus. Mount Elbrus is also in Russia, and it is a dormant volcano. Okay, Mount Elbrus is a dormant volcano, and it is located in the western Caucasus Mountain. Okay, western Caucasus Mountain, and on the western side of the Mount Elbrus we find Black Sea. Okay, and it is present near in the border region of the Georgia. And Mount Elbrus peak is the highest in the Caucasus Mountain and in Europe. Okay, it is the 10th most prominent mountain range in the world. Okay, Mount Elbrus of Russia, near Georgia. Next, let's look at the Mount McKinley. Mount McKinley is in Alaska, United States, Alaska, and it is the highest mountain peak in Alaska and third prominent peak after Mount Everest and Mount Aconcagua. And this is the third highest mountain range after Mount Everest and Mount Aconcagua, which is present in Argentina. And it is located in the Alaskan range in the interior of United States of Alaska. This is the Alaskan state of the United States. And here we find a national park called Denali National Park and Preserve. So this is it about the highest mountain peaks of the world in different regions. I'm going to cover the mountain ranges in a separate video. Thanks for watching.